Hi, good evening to all. So today's topic is the structure of the Indian money market and its deficiencies. Before looking at the structure of the Indian money market, we will look at the meaning of a money market. Money market, it is related with the money, not with the production, right? As per the RBI definitions, a market for short terms of financial assets that are close now substitute for money facilitates the exchange of money in primary and the secondary market. Money market especially runs for the short term financial needs less than 1 year. It is closely related with money and the facilitates the flow of money in the primary and the secondary market. It's called money market. Then moving forward to the structure of the Indian money market. It has the two structure. The first one is organized structure. The second one is unorganized structure. Unorganized the structure. Organized the structure means now it has a set of rules and regulations and control under the regulates by RBI. Otherwise, in other hand, the unorganized the structure means now it does not control and regulate by RBI. It independently operates. Under unorganized structure, there are numerous participants and players. These are RBI, government, banks, financial institutions, business corporates, non-bank financial intermediaries, discount and the Finance House of India. In short, it will call as it's called as TF Kachai and the primary dealers or the PDS. In other hand, the unorganized structure under which there are numerous participants such as indigenous bankers, money lenders, unregulated non-bank financial institution, intermediaries under which shit funds, nithis loan companies, and eventually the finance brokers. Then the important participants and the role in money market. The first participant is RBI. Money market comes with within the direct purview of RBI regulation. Money market functions now within the direct control of RBI regulation. In the money market, RBI's main objective is to ensure that liquidity and the short-term interest rates are maintained at levels required for achieving the objectives of monetary policy. The main motive of the participation of RBI in money market to ensure the liquidity. Liquidity means anything convert into cash. It's called illiquidity. As well as the short-term interest rates maintained so that they will achieve the monetary policy. It is the main motive of the participation of RBI in the money market. Then the monetary policy's objective is to ensure the economic growth and the price stability. The main motive of monetary policy is to ensure economic growth and the inflation and the deflation of the economic. It all depends on the monetary policies. RBI issues the government securities based on the present and the future requirements of the government and the market conditions. Not above the functions RBI issues government securities also to meet the government needs. RBI plays the role of an intermediary and a regulator of a money market. RBI acts as an intermediary and regulates the money market as well. The next participant is now government is the biggest borrower in the money market. Its a function is now most of the time now borrow money from the money market. The government needs to borrow funds when the budgeted expenditure is larger than the budgeted revenues. The government expenditure is unlimited that time they have to borrow money from the money market. That time the government approaches the money market. The budget deficit is made up by raising funds through the issue of securities in the money market. To raise the funds, the government issue the securities in the money market to get the money, to get the funds from the money market. The next participant in commercial banks, they undertake a lending and borrowing of short-term funds. Commercial banks participate in money market in the form of lending and borrowing of short-term funds. They are very predominant and have a major impact on the interest rate structure and the liquidity position. Banks have a major impact in the money market to maintain the interest rate and the liquidity position. The next participant is a financial institutions. They transact in large volumes and hence a significant impact on the money market. Financial institution transaction will happen in the especially lending and the borrowing the transactions happens in money market only for the short term. The next participant is a business corporates. They transact mostly to raise the short term funds for meeting their working capital requirements. It participates especially for the funds as a capital requirements. As a capital because the business corporates need more capital for that purpose they will approach the money market. They use both the organized and unorganized sectors of the money market. They use it the both structure to get money, to get the funds. The sixth participant is non-banking financial intermediaries. They consist of mutual funds, foreign institutional investors, etc., who accept deposit in various forms and lend or invest in different economic activities. These financial intermediaries usually accept deposit from various industries and traders and then invest that deposits into the economic activities. The next participant is Discount and Finance House of India or the TFHI. It works as a specialized money market intermediary for stimulating activity in the money market instruments and developing secondary markets in those instruments. These instruments may be treasury bills, commercial bills, CDs, CPs and short-term deposit and the call money market and the government securities, through which instruments it acts as an intermediary in the money market. It has helped the corporate entities, banks and the financial institutions to invest their short-term surpluses in money market instruments. It stimulates the banks, corporates and other financial institutes to invest their surpluses into the economy. The next participant is primary dealers. They were introduced in 1995 by RBI to develop an active secondary market government securities. The main aim of primary dealers is to active the secondary markets. Then moving forward to unorganized money market in India. It is a market in India is not under the direct control of RBI. It is an independent one. The RBI does not control and regulate the unorganized money market. It consists of numerous indigenous bankers and village money lenders also supply funds. It's all that comes under this category, such as indigenous bankers. Indigenous bankers means it acts as their own wishes. It does not obey the RBI regulations and rules. It acts as per wishes. And village money lenders also supply funds. Village money lenders we know. The financing gap is met by the unorganized market. If the parties does not get any money from the organized market, and they will approach the unorganized money market. Through which market they will get money, they will get more funds than organized money market. The interest rate is generally higher than that in the organized market. Because it does not have the RBI rules and regulations, it fixes its own interest rate as per their wishes, and get lot of interest rates through the parties who approached the unorganized market. Then moving forward to the deficiency of Indian money market. The first one is the dichotomy between organized and unorganized sectors. Organized structure and unorganized structure, they don't have proper coordination between them. It is one of the deficiency of Indian money market. Predominance of unorganized sector, because it has a lot of funds. That's why in the market unorganized sector more dominant. Wasteful competition between organized and unorganized sectors. Absence of all Indian money market. It does not exist all over India. It's especially in the big cities like Mumbai, Chennai, Kolkata only. So the Indian money market only presents the big cities only. Inadequate banking facilities, especially we cannot visible Indian money market in rural areas. Nowadays it has the large of branch banking opens, but still the banking facilities are smaller compared than the large cities. Shortage of capital, because in money market the funds is insufficient. That's why it does not run properly. Seasonal shortage of funds. The festival, the season need more the funds to credit the individual and the organizations. That time the money market has insufficient money. Diversity of interest rates it depends on the demand of individuals and organizations. That time the interest rates will be high other than normal days. Thank you. We will see you again with another session. Until then, stay tuned, stay blessed. Bye.